Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're tackling a topic that I know so many of you struggle with, that stubborn belly fat. And I'm going to start with something that might shock you. No, crunches won't burn your belly fat. I know. That's not what you've been told by countless fitness magazines and so-called gurus. You've probably spent hours on the floor crunching away hoping to see those abs pop, only to be met with frustration and maybe even a sore neck, right? But after wasting months, maybe even years, doing endless sit-ups, starving yourself with restrictive diets, and feeling like you're getting nowhere, you're still holding on to that stubborn belly fat, right? It's incredibly disheartening, and I totally get it. You feel like you're doing everything right, but the results just aren't showing up where you want them to. That feeling of being stuck can be so demotivating, making you want to give up altogether. But I'm here to tell you it's not your fault. You've just been given the wrong information. Today, I'm giving you the truth. No more myths, no more quick fixes that don't deliver. We're diving into the real, science-backed, belly fat burning exercises that actually work. These are the movements that will help you finally see a change, feel stronger, and get closer to your goals. And no, they're not what you think. We're going way beyond basic crunches. So, make sure you stick around, because what I'm about to show you will change the way you work out forever, and you'll finally understand how to effectively target that belly fat. Let's get started. All right, first up on our list of true belly fat busters is high-intensity interval training, or HIIT. If you're serious about shedding that stubborn fat, HIIT is your new best friend. Why? Because it's all about short bursts of maximum effort followed by brief recovery periods. Think of it as sprinting, not jogging, for your metabolism. This method is incredibly effective because it pushes your body into an anaerobic state, forcing it to work harder and burn more calories in a shorter amount of time. It's intense, yes, but the results are so worth it. Trust me on this one. The science doesn't lie, guys. Studies have consistently shown that HIIT can burn 25 to 30% more calories than other forms of exercise like steady-state cardio. Imagine burning that many more calories without having to spend hours in the gym. But the magic of HIIT doesn't stop when your workout ends. Oh no, that's just the beginning. It spikes your metabolism for hours you stop exercising. This is called the afterburn effect, or EPOC, excess post-exercise oxygen consumption, meaning your body continues to burn calories at an elevated rate as it recovers. So you're literally burning fat even while you're resting post-workout. So how do you actually HIIT for belly fat? It's simpler than you think. You don't need fancy equipment or a lot of space. The key is to choose exercises that get your heart rate soaring. For example, you could try this killer combo. Media group, person demonstrating a combination of HIIT exercises, person ready for intense workout. Stock, distribute equally 30 seconds of jump squats, really explode up and land softly. Then take 30 seconds of complete rest or active recovery like light marching. Immediately after your rest, go into 30 seconds of mountain climbers, driving those knees to your chest as fast as you can, keeping your core engaged. Once you've completed one round of jump squats and mountain climbers with the rest in between, that's one cycle. The goal is to repeat this entire cycle for a total of 10 minutes. It might sound short, but if you're truly pushing yourself to your maximum effort during those 30-second work intervals, those 10 minutes will feel incredibly challenging and effective. Remember, max effort is key here. You want to be breathless by the end of each work interval. That's how you know you're tapping into those amazing fat-burning benefits. This type of training is fantastic for belly fat because it's a full-body assault on calories. When you burn calories at such a high rate, your body needs to pull energy from its reserves, and that includes the fat stored around your midsection. Plus, many HIIT exercises, like jump squats and mountain climbers, naturally engage your core muscles for stability, giving you a little extra ab work without even thinking about it. It's a win-win situation for anyone looking to get leaner and stronger. Don't be intimidated if you're a beginner. You can modify HIIT to your fitness level. Maybe your jump squats are smaller jumps, or your mountain climbers are a bit slower. That's perfectly fine. The most important thing is that are working at maximum capacity. Next up, we have an exercise that has a bit of a reputation. I'm talking about burpees. Yes, they suck, and honestly, that's precisely why they work so incredibly well, especially when you're on a mission to burn belly fat. If you're looking for a single exercise that challenges your entire body and sends your heart rate through the roof, the burpee is your champion. It's a true test of strength, endurance, and mental toughness, all rolled into one. So, what makes the humble burpee such a powerhouse? Well, burpees hit every major muscle group in your body. Think about it. You're working your legs with the squat and jump, your chest, shoulders, and triceps with the push-up component, and your core is engaged throughout the entire movement to keep you stable and controlled. It's a compound exercise on steroids. This full-body engagement means you're burning a massive number of calories with every single rep. It's essentially cardio and strength training combined into one brutally effective package. This combination is the golden ticket for creating a significant calorie deficit, which is essential for fat loss, including that stubborn belly fat. You're building muscle, which boosts your metabolism, and you're getting a cardiovascular workout that torches calories. It's a fat-burning machine, plain and simple. You'll probably hate them while you're doing them. But trust me, your waistline will absolutely love them in the long run. Let's break down the movement. You start standing, drop into a squat, place your hands on the floor, kick your feet back into a plank position. Optional. Add a push-up here for an extra challenge. Quickly jump your feet back towards your hands, and then explode up into a jump with your arms overhead. It sounds like a lot, and it is, but each component flows into the next. The key is to maintain good form to prevent injury and maximize effectiveness. For a great burpee challenge, I want you to try this. Aim for 3 sets of 15 repetitions. After each set of 15, take a good 60 to 90 seconds of rest to catch your breath and allow your muscles a brief recovery. Then get right back into it and repeat. This structure will keep the intensity high while giving you just enough rest to maintain your form and effort throughout all 3 sets. It's going to be tough, but that's where the magic happens. If you're new to burpees, don't worry. There are plenty of modifications. You can step back into the plank instead of jumping, skip the push-up, or even elevate your hands on a sturdy chair or bench to reduce the intensity. The goal is to start where you are and gradually progress. Even a modified burpee is incredibly effective. The most important thing is to keep moving and challenge yourself appropriately. All right, team, let's move on to an exercise that's going to seriously challenge your core in a way that traditional planks or crunches just can't. The plank to push-up, sometimes called a commando plank. This isn't your grandma's static plank, just holding still and hoping for the best. This move is dynamic, it's tough, and it's incredibly effective for targeting those deep abdominal muscles, the ones that actually cinch in your waistline and give you that strong, sculpted look we're all after. Why is this move so special? Because it combines the stability challenge of a plank with the strength-building power of a push-up motion, all while forcing your core to work overtime to prevent your hips from rocking side to side. This constant tension and controlled movement are what make it so good for building genuine core strength, not just superficial ab definition. We're talking about the transverse abdominis, your body's natural corset, which is key for a flatter-looking stomach. When you perform a plank to push-up, you start in a forearm plank position, then push up one arm at a time into a high plank, push-up position, and then lower back down one arm at a time to the forearm plank. This transition, moving from forearms to hands and back down, requires immense core stabilization. Your obliques, rectus abdominis, and deeper core muscles are all firing like crazy to keep your body stable and aligned. This is far more effective for belly fat than just doing crunches, because crunches primarily work the superficial rectus abdominis and don't burn a significant number of calories. The plank to push-up, on the other hand, is a compound movement that engages multiple muscle groups, including your shoulders, chest, triceps, and most importantly, your entire core, leading to a higher overall calorie burn and more functional strength. It's about building a strong foundation. Here's how I want you to incorporate this into your routine. You're going to do 45 seconds of continuous plank to push-ups, focusing on controlled movements and keeping those hips as still as possible. Imagine you have a glass of water on your lower back and you don't want to spill it. After those 45 seconds of hard work, you get 15 seconds of rest. That's 1 round. I want you to complete 3 full rounds. Trust me, you'll feel that burn, baby, burn. Okay, let's talk about an old-school tool that is seriously underrated when it comes to torching fat, the jump rope. You might remember it from your playground days, but I'm telling you, this simple piece of equipment is an absolute fat incinerator and a fantastic addition to your belly fat burning arsenal. It's cheap, it's portable, and the results it can deliver are truly impressive. Don't underestimate the power of skipping. Here's a mind-blowing fact for you. Just 10 minutes of jumping rope at a moderate pace can burn more calories than 30 minutes of jogging for many people. Yes, you read that right. It's an incredibly efficient cardiovascular workout. The constant jumping motion engages your entire body, your legs, your core, to stay upright and stable. Your arms and your shoulders are all working together, which means a higher calorie expenditure in a shorter amount of time. But the benefits of jumping rope go far beyond just calorie burn. It's fantastic for improving your coordination, agility, and balance. Think about it. You have to time your jumps with the swing of the rope, which sharpens your mind-body connection. This improved coordination can translate to better performance in other sports and exercises too. Plus, it's a weight-bearing exercise, which is great for bone density. And here's a crucial point for anyone struggling with belly fat. Jumping rope can help reduce stress. We all know that stress leads to increased cortisol levels, and cortisol is notorious for encouraging fat storage, particularly around the abdominal area, that dreaded belly fat hoarder. The rhythmic, almost meditative nature of jumping rope can be a great stress reliever, helping you lower those cortisol levels and making it easier for your body to let go of that stubborn fat. Getting started with jumping rope is easy. All you need is a rope and a little bit of space. If you're a beginner, start with short intervals, say 30 seconds of jumping followed by 30 seconds of rest. Focus on finding a rhythm and keeping your jumps low to the ground. As you get more comfortable, you can increase the duration of your jumping intervals and decrease your rest periods. All right, we've done the hard work of torching calories and getting our heart rates up with height, burpees, plank to push-ups, and jumping rope. Now that we've focused on burning the layer of fat that might be covering your midsection, it's time to sculpt and define what's underneath. For this, we turn to an excellent exercise for targeting your obliques, Russian twists. This is our finisher move. Russian twists are fantastic for firing up those oblique muscles, which run along the sides of your torso. Strong, defined obliques help create that V-taper look and contribute to a more cinched, sculpted waistline. While they won't magically melt fat on their own, spot reduction is a myth, remember? They are crucial for shaping your midsection once the fat starts to come off. This is why we're doing them after our fat-burning exercises. It's super important to understand this distinction. Exercises like Russian twists are for toning and muscle building, not for primary fat burning. You can do a million twists, but if there's a layer of fat on top, you won't see the definition. That's why it comes last in our sequence today. We've focused on burning overall body fat with the previous exercises, and now we're adding the finishing touches to sculpt those abdominal muscles. To perform a Russian twist correctly, sit on the floor with your knees bent and feet slightly off the ground, or keep them on the ground if you're a beginner or need more stability. Lean back slightly, maintaining a straight spine until you feel your abs engage. You should feel a V shape in your torso and thighs. Clasp your hands together in front of your chest, or hold a weight like a dumbbell, a kettlebell, or even a water bottle for added resistance. From this position, slowly twist your torso from side to side, tapping the weight or your hands lightly on the floor beside each hip. The key here is to rotate your entire upper body, not just your arms. Your head and shoulders should follow the movement. Focus on controlled twists, really squeezing your obliques with each rotation. And that's a wrap on the real science-backed exercises to burn that stubborn belly fat. Remember, you're not stuck. So many people feel that way, but it's often because they're using outdated or ineffective methods. Now you have the knowledge and the tools to make a real difference. It's not about endless crunches or starving yourself. It's about smart, effective training that works with your body. You're just one workout away from momentum. That's all it takes. That first step, that first workout where you push yourself and feel that incredible sense of accomplishment. That feeling builds and it creates a positive cycle that keeps you going. So I encourage you, hit play on this video again, move with me, try these exercises, and feel the power you have within you to change your body and your mindset. And if this video helped you, if it cleared up some confusion or gave you that spark of motivation, please smash that like button. It really helps the channel. Subscribe for more real weight loss truth, no gimmicks, just effective strategies. And I really want to hear from you, so tell me in the comments. Which of these belly fat burners are you trying today? Are you ready for HIIT, or are you going to brave the burpees? Because belly fat isn't forever. It can and will change with consistent effort and the right approach. But your confidence? That's just getting started. Let's do this.